The movie that I'm reviewing today is kind of an obscure choice for myself because it's really not the kind of movie that I'm used to watching or that I'm used to reviewing at all. So if you're a movie buff and stuff, like not just a movie buff, like the kind of person who views film as an art and just is like super into it and defensive if someone reviews a movie wrong, especially if it's a movie that you like, I'm probably going to do a bad job of it. But this is a movie that I had to watch for my university English class, and I didn't have time to watch any other movies this week. So I'm going to review it. It is the 1979 film Manhattan. It is Woody Allen's movie. I believe he co-wrote it, and he either produced it or directed it or something like that, and he also stars in it. Now this movie, while watching it, I was really trying to figure out what is the main storyline here. What is the plot? And I found that there really isn't a plot where you can just say like 2 lines and you have what the movie is about, because there really isn't just a storyline that follows. It's really basic and really just follows the life of this guy for a few weeks, and it really is strange. I wasn't too big of a fan of this movie. Maybe it's just not my kind of thing. So maybe it's your kind of thing, but not really for me. And what it is it follows Woody Allen, and he is dating a 17-year-old, which is pretty coincidental. Not ironic. That is not ironic. A lot of people would describe that as being ironic. That is using the word ironic extremely incorrectly. But you'd find it, people would find it pretty coincidental because he then later on in the early 90s ended up dating his, it was his stepdaughter, but not like technically or legally his stepdaughter. He ended up marrying her. That was kind of weird because she was 20 and he was 55 or something like that. He's now 75, so that was about 20 years ago, so yeah. I think he was about 55. Whole big thing. That's like the only thing I know about Woody Allen. I think this is probably my first movie that I've ever seen of his, so not kind of the best first impression for him. So it follows him. He's dating this 17-year-old, and he is in his 40s, and he's been divorced twice, married and divorced twice, and his second ex-wife is currently writing a book about him and their marriage. And she has recently she recently decided she's a lesbian, and so she's in a relationship with another woman. And his friend is married, but he's having an affair with a woman who Woody Allen then later starts having a thing with because his friend decides that he can't be having an affair anymore, so he said that the two of them should have a thing. And it's this whole weird thing, and that's all it really is. It honestly doesn't really have a storyline. It just follows that, and the whole time the 17-year-old is like in love with Woody Allen, but not like creepishly obsessed. But she feels like they're in a relationship where both people involved in that relationship love each other equally, whereas Woody Allen's just kind of in it and just kind of to have fun because I guess he's a creep like that. And he keeps like convincing her that she'll date more boys and stuff, and that she should go out on dates with boys in her class and stuff in high school, while she's just like, no, I love you, blah. It's kind of like, I don't know, there's not much of a story to this. There really isn't. The whole time I was watching this movie, I was thinking, I must be missing something. Maybe I am missing something with this movie, but I don't think I am. I think it's just kind of out there. There's not much to it. And I think I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it very much. It has nothing to do with it being old, because there are plenty of other movies from the 70s that I watched and enjoy. Woody Allen is just a strange little man. That's all I was thinking the whole time. He's probably like 5 foot nothing. Everyone towers over him, no matter how tall they are. And that, I know that's not important to the movie, but it's all I could think about. He's just this weird little creep. Especially because the whole wife situation right now, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I'd say so. And also, the whole time watching this movie, I couldn't really take Woody Allen seriously. Maybe this was more of a style of acting then. No one else was acting like this. But pretty much the entire movie, Woody Allen's just talking like this. You know, you don't gotta go out and date boys your own age. You know, it's just, no, that's it. There's nothing else to it. You just gotta go out and you can't just be in love with somebody. I mean, I'm 45 years old, and you're only 17, and I don't know, it's just this weird relationship. We can't have this. And even when he's not asking a question, it's like he is asking a question. It's very strange, just the emphasis that he puts in his sentences, and he like changes octaves when he's talking. It's just very strange and distracting, I find. So I know it kind of seems like it's not a very good review, but you can't really say much about this. Maybe I'm just completely off base with this, but it just doesn't seem like there's a plot or anything to say about this movie. I guess I'm missing something, but I don't think so. think it's just a weird, just normal kind of movie. And if you look at stuff up, people think this is like his greatest movie ever, but I don't see it. I don't understand. I must be missing something. So if there's any of you crazy movie buffs, psychos out there, don't go ape shit on me in the comments. Explain to me what I'm missing, because definitely not seeing it. I also forgot and just realized this week that I was doing that whole viewer recommendation thing. Totally forgot about it. So if you have any movies that you'd like to recommend for our viewers to watch, I'm not going to review them. I'm just going to give like a 2-line thing about what the movie's about and say your name and you suggested it and stuff. And I'll probably do that this weekend. So give me some ideas below. I'll take the ones that have already been said. I'll just go back and look at the comments of my reviews and see what movies you guys said, and I'll post that this weekend, hopefully, as long as I don't get too busy. So hopefully you enjoyed this very strange movie review. I don't recommend watching it, but maybe watch it just to see a piece of cinema history. Why it's part of history? Don't know. Maybe you can find out yourself.